Okay, it is Monday. Monday. Model Monday. Motivation Monday. Oh shoot. Make sure all my sounds are up. Yep, that wasn't a thing. Weekend recap. All that good stuff. But today, to start off, we are going to talk about the road to the next Miss Kapable Kurves 2025. And we will be talking with another contestant, which if you come and check us out on a regular, you already know her. Esther is contestant number 3. So we will have talked to all 3 participants or contestants for the next Miss Kapable Kurves 2025. And that is through the Kurvacious Boutiques Face of Kurvacious modeling competition. And this competition is Miss Kapable Kurves, and that is for curvy blind women. My name is Gina. I am a part of the active blind community. My eye condition is neuromyelitis optica syndrome disorder, NMOSD for short. I had my first episode in 2010, and I was diagnosed in 2014. And no vision in my left eye, low vision on my right. And just figured that since there isn't a set direction or prognosis, or I don't know what the word is, plan of what direction my illness will take me, I just decided to be a little more active and a little healthier, and hence the words active blind community. So I try to be as active as possible. I do a lot of things in the community, blind community. I'm trying to do more things, which is probably catching up with me because I've been slowing down just a tad bit, but it is for a good reason. And when you feel you're getting overwhelmed, you got to take a step back, recoup, get rejuvenated, and get back into it. So that is where I've been, probably a little longer than I thought I would have been, but it is what it is. One of my many achievements, I think, or experiences as being a blind person, is getting involved or competing in the Miss Kapable Kurves competition back in 2023. Never had done anything like that before, and thought it would be a great experience, because I didn't know that blind folks was doing this. So blind, curvy, and a woman. That's all I needed, those 3 things, and I'm like, yes, check. I got that. So I went on my journey, and it was great. And we are about to hear how it's going for Esther on her journey. The road to Miss Kapable Kurves 2025 with her signature fedora hat on. We so love this hat. Will we say a dusty brown or a cow? I don't know.
It is like a dusty brown. It's kind of like my cowboy hat almost, and it's helping me right now with my eyes. But yeah, it's like a dusty brown tan fedora hat.
It's really nice. It's not your usual color. I think that's why it stands out so much, and we love it. It goes everywhere with you. I think it's your favorite.
Yes, it does. It's my favorite hat. And I get a lot of compliments on this hat.
I can imagine. So, for the newbies and who may not know you, let's start from the beginning. Where you from? What's your eye condition?
I'm from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and I got a list of eye conditions. The first mainly is keratoconus. That started back in 2011, and then I was officially diagnosed as a legally blind person in 2015. So it's been about, 11 years, 10 years. I have low vision, mainly in the left eye. I have chronic dry eye. I have photophobia, which is the sensitivity to light. That's why I wear sunglasses, and thank God for this hat. And also glaucoma. And then recently, which I'll talk about in the live about my hospital visit, another diagnosis. So, yeah.
No. Oh no. Now you got a 2-pager or front and back now?
It's
Getting close.
get close.
I hear you. So, okay, you said for how long? And answer me this, what brought you to the Miss Kapable Curves? What made you want to enter the Miss Kapable Curves competition?
I would say it was Anna, who is the founder of Not My Eyes Inc. Good with blind fashion for men and women. I was excited, when she was like, you should do that. I was like, okay. Like, all right.
This wasn't your first modeling or competition or modeling experience, right?
Well, no, modeling was my first, but as far as like a competition like this, to me it feels like a pageant. So my first pageant was in 2022, and I became Miss Pennsylvania by paper, not by crown. So I still got the crown, but on the paper.
Okay. That's an achievement still.
Yeah.
Miss Pennsylvania? Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Anna said you should do it, and you're like, okay.
I was like, okay. But, I was thinking more so like, all right, fashion, I get to dress up, and, so I got excited by that, I love dressing up. That's my thing.
Okay. So talk about it. What have you done or utilized to get all the things you need for the competition?
I've been going on, so they gave us the okay to go on Shein and other websites. Mainly, I don't like using websites because I'm a hands-on person, but for the sake of time and because of so much stuff that I got to deal with, I've been purchasing a lot of my stuff from Shein. So you might as well call me the Shein model when I go.
For you, I have issues with ordering clothes online, because I feel like, depending on how long it takes to get to me, I really don't, and it doesn't fit right now. What I got to do, I got to go through the hassle of returning it and all that stuff. So I do miss going to the store, trying on and all that stuff, because I just don't, and the sizes are different now. It is, how much spandex, not enough spandex, whatever. So
yeah,
sometimes it does make you need to go in there. But I guess if you find a designer that works for you, then that's who you stick with, I guess, right? Or
yeah. And because I like how Shein has like their clothes more of a curvy fit versus, because sometimes if I go on Amazon, although a lot of people have been really excited about Amazon, they don't give me the curve appeal that I'm looking for girly like us. I'm just saying. But and then going to the stores, I might not find the color that I'm looking for. So I can always get it altered, to fit my size if that need be. And I can worry about finding the shoes later in the store. Because the shoes in the store, I think that's my cue. I am kind of pissed off at one of the shoes that I got from Shein that is not the same color as the dress. So that kind of really frustrated me. But I got time.
Okay.
I got a little time.
Well, less than 30 days now, right? We are
It's inching up. It's inching up.
We're probably like, what, 25? Let's see.
Yeah, 25. Yeah, days left.
Okay. And this is going to be in New York. So,
Not yet.
So you're using the internet to get your clothing, but what are you using as far as assistive technology, other people's eyes, Be My Eyes? What are you using to pick out the styles, the colors, and all of that you are looking for?
Well, I'm using my magnification as well as the machine that I have that helps me to blow things up when I put my phone under. So that has been helping me, like, to scroll through a lot of the pages. And then mainly just my eye, my one good eye.
Okay. And it's been working out well for you?
So far, yeah, because I've got actually all three of my outfits that I've been looking for. So.
Okay. So now, what is it going to take for you to get from PA to New York, or not New York?
Well, I am working with Kiana, who was on last week, or this week, earlier, last week. I'm all discombobulated with days. But yes, I'm going to be working with her to help me after I get off the train with my family in New York to travel to the hotel.
Okay, that's good. That's good. But she's local, and then that'll help relieve the strain on you guys from trying to navigate there. So that's good.
It's always good to know people and wherever you go, right? In whatever state that you're
in. Knowing them and they're willing to assist.
That too. That is a blessing. It's like, thank you.
Yeah, so that's good. What are you expecting from the show itself?
To learn more about, how to present myself, in the modeling industry a little bit better. And really just to get to know, the different styles and different people, and to collaborate, and just to have fun. Cause I like to dress and show off. So I'm just praying, knock on my wood right here, that everything go well.
When you said that, learning about the other competition, competitive styles or just the different styles, that was amazing to me. That was a good experience when I was in the competition in 2023. Mm-hmm. Like our creative scene was Carnival, and man, I could not figure out how I was going to travel with what do you call these things? Feathers?
Yes.
So I just got some small ones that I could travel with, but man, oh man, the creativity that was in that room, it was crazy. So yeah, I definitely think that you'll enjoy, the different ideas and the styles that people are going to bring. And I know you're going to bring it, right?
Yes, I am. I got my ideas. I heard some things. The only thing I'm not bringing is a snake, so that's the only thing.
Bringing a prop of a snake? Oh no!
I've heard about that.
You can do that on the plane. You had to grab one of those while you there.
I don't know, but that was one of their props.
Oh no! Wait a minute. You probably traveling by train, right?
Yeah, I'm traveling by train.
Okay, and that's good. That's not
Ain't no animals coming with me. Thank the Lord, so that I know of.
Snake? Oh, yeah. So what is your creative thing? Or, what's the creative thing?
I think it's Afrocentric. Artist style is the main theme. So I got various ideas. I know they say you could wear plaid or was it dashiki? I can never say it right. Dashiki. And some other African garments, but we definitely have to have a head wrap. That's like a must. The black t-shirt, which is the Kurvacious shirt, and the tights. We can pick and choose whether or not we want to do a bathing suit for I think it's like a sporty type of thing. You could either do sportswear or bathing suit. I chose bathing suit. Cause, I don't know, I just want to go out this time.
I get it. I get it. You gotta bring it on. Bring it on. Cause I definitely was nervous with my selections, but it definitely, I had to bring. I didn't want to be me, if you understand what I mean. I wanted to be, something different than the norm. So that was the goal for me. So this past, okay, so a part of the competition, you get do you get one runway class or you get two?
One. Oh no, I think we get two. We do get two. This one that we did this past weekend was the first one, and then the second one is the day before the show.
Okay. So how did that go?
So getting there was kind of like all over the place. And since this is Model Monday, I think it's important to talk about this because when you're preparing to go for a show or even a class, you have to be prepared for like your clothing that you need, just in case you got to have a change in clothes, which is your model bag. That should involve like your shoes, your deodorant, everything that you think you need as for feminine products or whatever you need to freshen up or whatever, bring that with you, right? So I had stuff packed, but like it was things that I was like, wait a minute, I'm missing stuff. Just like, I know she said to like pack light because some places might say, we don't want you to bring all that stuff, just bring you. But sometimes you want to just be prepared just in case. Because knowing me, my shoes, they cute, but they not model cute. And when I mean model cute, I mean walking cute.
Yes. Now let me ask real quick. Did you have lotion on your feet?
I had some type of like oil, but it wasn't that. It was the shoe itself.
Okay. Because that's a no-no for me. It was so bad. It was just so bad. It's like, do not oil, lotion, whatever, your feet before, the show. Anything, especially wearing heels, it was like, no. So I could have did much better in my class, but it was my feet just kept sliding and, it was horrible. So go ahead.
Well, like, I did have like shea butter, and which does have like an oil base to it, but it was, for me, it was the shoe itself. Okay. And I had prepared myself the night before to have a specific type of shoe that was going to help me, run with bounce and with some, some oomph to it, and I could not find the other freaking shoe, So you might have days where you might be so extra prepared and then all of a sudden things just happen. And it's important as a model to know that you just got to put your best foot, forward regardless of what happened. You can't be 100% perfect. And I learned that day because everything was just spiraling. Nerves was going crazy. My eyes was hurting. But I did make it to New York. I was late, a little bit late. But the fact that Jeannie, who was the coach, Jeannie Ferguson, came in the same time I did, so I wasn't late.
Right on time.
So, she helped me out afterwards. I did, as far as accessibility, it was tough since that was my first time going to New York by myself, without any support fully. The people from the station, which was the Red Caps, that assisted me,
love them.
The guy, he actually went above and beyond. We talk about that on here, about sometimes you might get a worker that might go above and beyond. He did. He literally called his job and was like, I can't leave this lady. I'm gonna walk her to the studio.
Yep. He walked you all the way. How far was it? How many blocks?
It was I would say 1.5. Okay. Wasn't that long at all. Okay. And I was wearing my shoes.
You didn't know. You had never been there before.
No, I didn't know. No. And it was crowded. I would have got freaked out. Oh my God. I would have got lost because it was so crowded. And the turns that we had to do was like a maze.
Oh, okay.
So I would have got lost. Like, even with the direction that Kiana had provided, it was still crazy, And I get sidetracked when it's too many people. Like my vision gets really hazy, like it's scattered or so.
Yeah.
And so when I got there, and we did have to show like all this information, but I went upstairs, took my, had my bag down, and Tiff was like, "Oh my God, I was worried about you." But Jeannie, she had me, she escorted me upstairs, which was great. And I got ready to put my shoes on. She did fuss at me about the, putting that oil and stuff on my feet,
I'm telling you, it's the worst.
But I put the wrong shoe, or the shoes that I had on that was not my favorite. And this is where I learned that when you're modeling, you need a good supported heel. Not a cute heel. Yes, it gotta be cute, but it gotta be supported, because you have to learn how to do wide turns to make yourself safe, so your ankles are safe, that you're not falling and whatnot. And as a blind person, that is our biggest fear, is falling. Right? So the shoe that I wore the first time, they was wobbly, okay? And it felt like the next top model for real, because I was all over the place, like about to fall somewhere. But I didn't. I didn't fall.
The first time wearing heels, huh?
It was like, the first time wearing heels. Yep. But ain't no snack, crackle, and puff fell. No, nothing happened, So, but the second round, I put on my other pair of shoes, and this is a good idea to make sure you have at least a backup type of shoe, because you don't know what shoes are going to feel right when you're doing a runway. You gotta test it out to see, make sure that your feet is aligned, and it's not too big or too small. I didn't learn that in the class.
That's what I was gonna say. Like, before you just throw shoes in the bag, you need to put them on at home on different surfaces and test them out. Practice. Just walk it. And then, at least you get comfortable with them, because you can't get a brand new pair of shoes and just throw them in the bag and say, here. No, you got to break them in.
Definitely not in this business. Really. You have to be protected and safe, and your feet has to be protected and safe. And I'm grateful that I brought 2 pairs of shoes with me. The other ones that I wore in the actual show from April, I had those, but they were like, when I say old, they've been like for years old. Like, they just a little wobbly. They not as strong as I should hope. So, but like old Betsy, that like they used to say back in the day, that old Betsy is good enough. Old Betsy kept me up afloat. Kept me up afloat, and I was smooth sailing enough that Didi was like, I'll take it from, how she had us walking. So that was the good part. And I was in pain doing all this.
It happens for sure. My daughter like say, beauty is pain, mama. But yeah. Especially if you got the nod and the thumbs up from the coach. Hey, what more can you say?
Yes. I mean, she snapped at me one good time when I went to the end and I didn't do my pose like I supposed to. She's like, do that again. I was like, oh, okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Stern, tough love,
She definitely, like Auntie Mama, she is the real deal, okay? And it does make you feel like you're really into that whole, my favorite show, Next Top Model, that was my favorite show.
You ladies saying the same thing. I barely watched it.
Yeah, that was the show.
That's good. I'm glad y'all enjoyed it. I knew of it, but nope. But that's a good. That's why I keep saying meeting VIPs with none or even lower vision than myself that have a passion for fashion, and all 3 of you ladies sound like you definitely do. So y'all are in the right competition. So this is going to be very interesting. So before we go a little further into what happened after your runway class on Sunday, early Sunday morning, tell everybody like how to find you, how to support you, what can they do to support you? How are you looking to be supported in this competition?
Definitely by sponsoring me or donating and also purchasing a ticket. You can find my Cash App information in on my page, because that helps with travel, that helps with hotel costs, as well as buying dresses and stuff, and accessories. Well, I have my dresses, but like the accessories that we need, like for the makeup, because the makeup artist costs $100. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, $100. Mm-hmm. So, stuff like this, these things cost us, and when we're on a fixed budget, like Social Security, or, being a blind, visually impaired person who's working, we don't get paid the same amount as other sighted people do. So we're trying to show in this model industry that we can still participate and do these things even on a fixed income. So by providing any type of means, it could be $1 a day. It will help. Everything will help.
Indeed, for sure. Because you're going. You on the road. You and the other two ladies are on the road. And I wish you all the best of luck. Because you all deserve it. So I think
I'm excited.
I think it's going to be great because you already knew each other. Because once
yes.
We are modeled for the Not My Eyes Spring Fling Fashion Showcase. And they all came from there. So they already knew each other. This is going to be a friendly competition, we'll say. I don't know.
So. I think so.
Would love to win, but would love to see each other. One of you other ones. I'm
just there to dress up and learn as much as I can. It's like I'm excited for the competition part to, compete, but I don't even care if I win. It's like, I would love to win, but it's like I don't care because it's like I'm happy to be where I'm at, and being around model sisters to learn as much as I can from everybody. And dress up. Like I said, I just like to dress up.
Loving to dress up. Dress up. Well, what if you do hear Esther Gilliyard is the next Miss Kapable Kurves, 2025 Miss Kapable Kurves?
I'm going to cry. I'm going to cry. I really am. I'm going to cry. I ain't going to be like Miss America pageant type stuff cry, the ugly cry, hopefully.
Waving your hand and everything.
No, but I'm going to cry because of everything I've been through when it comes down to my eyes and, just life in general. Just to be able to do that and win something that I am so passionate about when it comes down to fashion. This is like, it would be like a literal dream come true to be around, to do something like that, to win. And also be a voice for, the VIPs, the blind, visually impaired, as well as the blind community, because that is my heart. It's my passion.
Mm-hmm. I think that's a good thing. So, with that being said, what would you do with that title?
Probably no different than what I'm doing now, which is continue to spread the word. I probably would have more opportunity to spread the word more and be more active in the community. Because then I'll have more of a platform, that is bigger enough so people can know exactly what exactly I'm doing. Like, helping the homeless, as well as helping, Pennsylvania to do better, to be more, accessible. So those are the things I would love to do and focus my focus on, cause I feel like a lot of the accessibility, since we just, had, a birthday for, what's it?
PDA.
Yes, right.
Disabilities Act. Mm-hmm.
Yes, and I feel like we need to enforce it more, with a lot of these companies, because I am sick and tired of insurance and other places saying we didn't know and it's not in our policy when it is. So those are the things I think I will be pushing harder on, being the face and using my title for those things.
Lovely.
Well,
again, congratulations for making it this far and continuing on the journey.
Yes.
So, let me see. Let's check in and see if anybody has any questions, had anything to say. I see a lot of badges. People getting badges.
Hey, Susie.
Say hey. Hey, Queens. Oh, hey, Janetta. That's Janetta in there. That's Blind Girl Magic.
Oh, hey, Janetta.
Let's see. Okay, so tell us about what happened after the runway class.
So I talked about how I was in pain when I went to the runway class. I didn't go to sleep at all because I was like, packing everything, getting things done. I know that's not good, but I know. It's like when you so
anxiety for me. It's anxiety. It's very hard to sleep before travel.
It is. It's like I'm like my mind is like overreacting. I don't know if it's that my ADHD or what, but I'm like, okay, I forgot this, maybe I got that, and I still end up forgetting stuff at the same time. So, but my eyes were bothering me, but I didn't pay too much attention because when you're so used to eye pain for so long and you have adapted to your eye condition, it's like nothing, you know what I mean? But that pain started to increase over time when I started to travel out. So when I went on to catch the train, my eyes started like really pulsating, but I was like, okay, I'm already here, might as well get this, get it done and over with, I can make it until I get home, because that's how I've always been learning to process all my pain for this long. When class was over, no, I say by the time I got to class, my eye was slightly like clustering up, and that was making me nervous because I thought maybe this could be a stitch infected or maybe a stitch popped. And maybe that's why I was taking so long, because I've had that type of pain experience years ago, where a doctor told me that when I was complaining that I think the stitch is bothering me because it was scraping, and they were like, "No, you're fine. We don't see anything." But when they finally took it out 4 months later, it was infected. So the pain and stuff, because it was increasing and then I was having a leakage almost, I was like, well, maybe this is a stitch that's infected, because I've always talked about the stitches that are still in my eye.
They don't dissolve?
No. No, they don't. When I got on the train to go back to New York, and I fell, because I fell asleep because it was like an hour and 45 minutes to get back home. Okay. I couldn't open my eye open. Like, my eye wouldn't, open at all because it was so pasted up from the leakage. Mm-hmm. And the pain was unbearable. My whole right side started to go, slightly numb. Oh, no. And I was like, I gotta go to the hospital at this point. When I got to 30th Street Station, I knew the hospital that was going to be close by, which was Presbyterian Hospital. They had my records from the second surgery I had, or should I say the third, in the left eye. So it was the second second in the right eye. Got too many things. Second in the right eye. They had that records, and they had the records of my medication. So just in case if I needed an antibiotic, they could easily just prescribe it instead of me having to go to a whole new hospital for them to figure out what I needed. So when I got to the hospital, that's when all hell got loose. Because the pain started getting worse. They said my eye was so red because the irritation, it was pretty much raw.
Eyeball or the eye, inferior what?
It was the eyeball plus around the eye was tender. Mm-hmm. So the eyelid was coated with stuff, and I've also put it in one of my reels, where it looked like it was infected, but actually they told me finally it took up until 2 a.m. before I got an answer what was wrong with my eye. Okay. Now I was there at the hospital, or when they took me back was around 6:30, but I was there from 5:30 when I got off the train
thought it was something.
5:30 p.m., but I didn't get an answer about my eyes until 2 a.m. in the morning.
So did they give you something for pain, or you were
No.
just in
That whole time, I was in pain. I was freezing. Because the first time they didn't give me a blanket. The guy was like, oh, I'm going to give you a blanket. Left. Then come back. Then come back. So I was freezing until they finally gave me like 2 blankets. And then after that, they took me back for an exam. So this is how the process is with my eye condition. You get a attendant that does like the examination, right? But because it's after a certain time, a lot of them doctors are on call. There's not an actual ophthalmologist at the hospital. So they have to wait until that doctor comes from wherever location that doctor is at just to come to that hospital to see me. And that's why it took so long.
2 in the morning, okay.
And to make things worse, that means that when the attendant is doing my exam, I hope I'm saying it right, I gotta go through that first level of torture. So you're talking about my eye being pried open with their hands, and I don't know if they're cleaning their hands or whatnot, because I can't see them.
We would hope so.
We will hope so, right?
Maybe not.
Not always. Not always. I don't know. Right?
In there. I don't know.
Exactly. Oh, I've had doctors literally poke me in my eye with their nose.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. But this time he had to. So with they have to pry my eyelids open because I can't hold my lids open long enough for them to see through the scope, right? Because of my sensitivity to light, you're talking about light burning through the optic nerves while it's already inflamed.
Okay. Yeah.
So imagine having a burn and someone digging in the burn with no anesthesia.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, where is give me relief or something.
So they give you they give you numb drops, but numbing drops does not numb the nerves.
Oh.
You're talking about light that's going directly into the nerve. You know what I mean? That's like going back to a burn. I can only describe it in a metaphor so people can understand. When you're talking about a burn, right? Let's say you have a 3rd degree burn, right? That's in the flesh itself, right? But if they're numbing, let's say they're only numbing the skin area, all that flesh part is not being numbed. And that means that if they're digging in that, I'm feeling everything with that light.
Okay.
And when you're getting digged into your eye in that level of pain, your whole body is just like screaming. Like I'm screaming in agony. And I have to deal with that first level of pain before the second doctor comes and do it all over again.
No. Well, let me see. That's like when they say you tell all your issues to the intake person, and then when you get it back with the doctor, they're like,
"Yep, you gotta do it all over again." Yep.
You my chart. I just told them, but yeah, I get it.
But this it's like worse though, because it's like having a surgery with no anesthesia, and then the doctor coming in and doing another cut on the same area that they cut in.
That's what I said. No relief. No. That. So is he the one that gave you the second another diagnosis, or?
Yes, they both did. They said that it wasn't pus that was coming out of the eye. It was something, some type of grittiness or the proteins in the eye. So I've mentioned about my surgery that I've had from 2015, which led me to become legally blind, where I woke up during that surgery 3 times while the doctor was still cutting into me. Okay. I did not have a transplant. I want that to be so clear. Because I did not have a transplant, the doctor had to put the same cornea in my eye, but he did not position it in my eye correctly. Because it was a forced job. Like he had to forcefully put it back because I was waking up so many times. That led to so many other complications. So like I don't have a lens. That helps protect your eye for light so that when light hits the eye, it scatters to make a proper image. I don't get that at all. So although proteins are coming out because my eye is completely drying out from the back, because I don't have protection and enough moisture in the eye, so the eye itself is forcefully trying to moisturize itself by pushing everything that's in my eye out.
Okay.
And I don't know the exact name, what they're calling it, but they're calling it some other diagnosis now, like another disease or a condition, where I might feel like my eye is gritty. That's the dryness that I'm feeling and the proteins, but it's actually the stuff that's in my eye that I need. These are the things that your eye needs to sustain, to be an eyeball. Mm-hmm. But I'm losing.
Maybe a possible sensitive question. Now, this is happening on the eye that has some vision left.
No, this is the eye that does not have as much vision. This is the only light perception. This is the surgical eye that got messed up.
Which is your right eye?
Yep, my right eye.
Okay, because I know it's the opposite of mine.
Mm-hmm.
So, has the conversation been said about possibly removing it?
No, but they did suggest that I talk to an ophthalmologist as soon as possible, or if I needed more help to continue to go with, to contact them if I don't get any resolution. And they did provide me with some type of, it's like a gelatin. I call it Vaseline in your eye, but it's not. It's a topical that you have to put under the eyelid, to kind of moisturize the eye. Plus the artificial tears, which is like a refresh to lubricate my eye, so it can stop that grittiness. And just pray over time, because they said it looks like it's what's the word? Evolving. Or getting worse.
Deteriorating.
Yeah. Well, and like everybody's like, well, won't you just get a new cornea? Like Kiana said that she was eligible to get a cornea. One thing about corneas is a transplant. That means it's somebody else's cornea. And just like any transplant, your body has to be healthy enough, or the area in that body has to be able to be healthy enough to link with that transplant, right? Because of so much damage has caused with this eye from the surgeons, it's going to be impossible for a surgeon to make that miracle to connect another cornea to this, and it works. That's like putting a kidney in someone that is not that that's not even going to work.
Yeah.
Like they know that for the percentage. So let's say it's like we're going percentage, right? Let's say the person has a 15% chance that it's going to work. The kidney, right? For me, it's the same thing. It's like a 15% chance that cornea is going to actually work in my eye, because I lost so much other stuff that keeps the eye healthy. So that means them going in could completely lose my eye. And I'm just at that point. I'm not trying to take that chance.
I understand. There's a gentleman on here called Tate.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's Brian Tate or something Tate. Tate. I have to look it up. But I know he just had his eye replaced. And he's been talking about that whole journey. I don't know what led up to it, but I know I personally have a friend locally that had to get hers removed. Had a lot of things coming out of it, and she had she said it was a rare skin disease that occurred with a flu. Just a lot of different and I know quite a few people that have had cornea transplants as well, but they only can get so many, and then they just don't work anymore too. So
yep. Yep.
Yeah, a lot of things you're probably gonna need to continue to have conversations about, because you said this just happened out of the blue, so this can happen at any point in time. The pain, the
Yep.
leakage, and all that stuff.
Yep. That's why they said like it's evolving. So like it could be any given time, and that was the fear I had when I said about going swimming, in the pool, because my eyes are so sensitive to anything. It could be just somebody blowing in my eye, or even skin to skin contact. It's just anything from sleeping.
How easily we did that as kids.
Yes, so it's like,
blow my eye, blow my eye, blow my eye.
And now it's like, please don't. Don't. It hurts. And that's why my family be like, all right, I'm rolling down the window. Please don't. When we're in the car and stuff, I can't even deal with that because that wind blowing is like knives. Cut me, please.
Okay. Yeah, that's definitely some height sensitivity for sure. Let's say hi. Take a minute to say
hello.
Hey. Who says hey? That is Susie. Susie says hey. I believe that's Cherie that said
Oh, I think that's yep, Cherie. Hey, Cherie.
Praying for you. Go Gina go. I don't know where it is now. I know I read it earlier. Nicole.
I know Braille just came in. Braille man.
Ricky, did he? Ricky Coffee. Does that say coffee? Coffee. Thank you. Says hello. Let's see. Hey, Queens. Yep, we had that one.
Hello.
Hey, Susie. Hey, Braille man. I'll be missing your lives because I know you was trying to share. I'll be at work or somewhere. I know. I'll be, most of the time people go live. He say, boom. Most of the time people go live. He say, boom. Yes, you are.
Oh, I didn't know he go live.
I think he went on live, or he shared a live with me. He said he's slapping dots. You slapping dots today? Oh, Lord. I don't know what it means. He said, where's the, what did it say? Oh, you've been sharing. So, I can't keep up. Lord have mercy. I've got to get this voiceover going. You say, tell all. The beautiful man. The blind ladies. I'm 6'2" and 250 pounds. 250. I can't see the muscle. Okay, so last time we said that you should be signing up to be an escort for these modeling competitions and fashion shows. So we will send you the information next time. You're in New York though. I mean, it's in New York. That's okay. You travel. But anyway, yeah, this is a bit of a day in the life of peace. It is, we go through all these things, whatever you see, whatever you encounter, never know how long it takes us to get to that point. What people have to do to get to that point where we are face to face with you, or the fully sighted folks see us moving around. I mean, I took a paratransit a couple of weeks ago, and the driver took a while. Once I knew it was her, I started going down my stairs, and she was like, "Oh, here I come. Oh, you do good. You do good." I said, I'm going down my stairs. He's like, it was every little thing. You look nice. You smell nice. You got lotion on. And I was like, what? What am I supposed to do? Thank you. I think I'm so confused. And she continued the whole ride giving me compliments that were beyond, I I would say, of the norm, because it was more or less, she was saying that, without saying it, for a blind woman, for a blind
Yep.
woman. And it was
Yep.
like, okay, this is getting to be a little, awkward now. So I'm sure you've run across other VIPs in the community transport. Oh no. I said, well, you clearly haven't been doing this for quite a while, because it is not, and it was like my clothes match. It was every little thing or cliche thing that you
Mm-hmm.
heard some, being said, a sighted person saying about a blind person, like they just can't believe, well, who put your outfit together? Your
Mm-hmm.
shoes look nice, your clothes, your hair, and
Mm-hmm.
it's like, what? I mean, it may take me longer
Yeah.
than, the average, but it is doable. It is,
Yeah.
we want to look good too. We want to feel like we look good. We want to know that we look good. We want to,
Mm-hmm.
you know,
Mm-hmm.
and be presentable. So, but it takes a minute. It takes a minute. So I just was like, ugh. But anyhow, yes, despite the pain, despite um, all of the things, you went to New York for the first time. You took the train. You went to an area you had not been uh,
Yep.
in, through pain,
Yep.
and these are the things we do for what we want. It is. It's just that, and it's inspiring. Cause I didn't want to get on live today. Have a good day today. It was truly a Monday. I mean, I literally walked for 20 minutes in the downpour and just
Wow.
all these cars going past me, and I was so upset. And I was like, I'm not talking to people. I'm gonna go to people. I'm just gonna, I'm gonna have this attitude. I just, I mean, I wasn't gonna melt, but it was just a point. It's like no one said anything, so I said,
Mm-hmm.
okay. It was just, that was just the end of a already crazy day, and I said, okay. I think going home and going to bed would be the best thing for me. Uh, Esther says, I'm ready. I said, okay.
Like after what I've been through, it's like at this point, I don't know when I'm gonna actually be in a point where I could lose completely my eye.
Tell me about it. Tell me about it.
And so because of that, with the pain level that I deal with on a daily basis, and then after going through the torture that I went through, I want to continue on doing whatever I can do,
Yeah.
so I can prove them doctors that I'm better than just some guinea pig that they can just torture
Mm-hmm.
and be in a maze because they've never seen somebody's eye in that type of condition.
Yeah.
I'm still a human being.
Yeah.
And when I'm
I
doing,
can hear y'all talking.
you know what I mean? It's like, I want people to know
Mm-hmm.
when I do these lives or these things that somebody like me who's in pain can still do it.
Yeah.
One person, it was a woman, she was on, American Idol or something. No, America's Got Talent. And, she was a cancer. She had cancer. She actually passed away. But she was, I think, during her chemo or something, she won. But even in her pain, she kept doing like the show up until she couldn't do it no more because she was more in hospice.
Mm.
She knew she was going to die, but she kept going.
Yeah.
And I say, as long as I got breath in my body, whatever ailments or feelings that I have, I'm just going to keep going. And it's not me trying to be the show off for anybody. It's just for me to just say I can do it.
Yeah. It's a personal accomplishment. I mean, like Kiana, the other contestant, one of the other contestants said the other day, despite everything, she has a 10-year-old daughter that she is showing that, whether she loses her sight or not, she knows that her mother, did this thing or pushed forward or set the example, set the mold. So it's important. And I always say, you never know who's watching. You never know who's watching, whether they're near or far. And just keep putting your best foot forward. I always like to say, keep moving forward through adversity. So it is what it is. We do what we can. We have good days and we do have bad days too. So think it is we tend to shed light more on the good days than the bad ones, and that's fine because no one wants a pity party. You know, every time that comes around, it's like, oh, here we go. But it's okay. It's okay to be vulnerable every once in a while. You know, my kids say I'm stoned, so they I don't think they've ever seen me cry or anything like that. So I try to keep.
And it's important that people see not only our best foot forward, you know, it's also important for them to see even our bad or weak days because it shows that we're human. And a lot of times, like those that are in the sighted world, we hide a lot of the things that we deal with. And with us who are in the visually impaired and blindness, unfortunately, most of our conditions can't be hidden. When you're in the disability community, whether it be blindness or other disabilities that you might have, is in the forefront. Yeah. But when we do things that is the unknown, or I don't want to say unknown, but it's shocking to the world that we're capable of doing. Like my homegirl on Instagram, I can't think. I'm bad with people's names. Listen, but
you tell me. I don't know their handle. I'll be like,
I know handle. But she's in gymnastics. She's in gymnastics.
I know who you're talking about too. Actually, when you said that,
yes, she amazes me.
Is she in PA?
I don't know if she's in PA or not, but she is fantastic. She will take that cane to the end of that runway and do her runs and flips and turns and stuff. I can't even do a hand split, okay? But she does it all, okay? And she on the curvy side too, and that just makes me even so ecstatic. And you know, and she's totally blind. But when I hear or see stories like that, it just emboldens me to keep going. You know, listen, Tiff was like, "Oh my God, I feel bad that she felt bad that I was coming by myself." But in our world, it's like either you do or you don't, and you got to keep it moving.
Yeah, it is. It is what you want to do. You know, exactly. You expect it would be great if everybody jumped on the bandwagon and supported you wholeheartedly, but you're not going to always get that.
No.
I mean, if you get half of that, great.
Yep.
You know, but you have to be willing to push and motivate and advocate for yourself.
Yes.
At some point. So, yeah, you are on the road. You are on the road.
And that was the issue in the hospital, because it when I go through those things, it forces me to have to advocate for myself. Because had I not said I'm freezing, you know, in a coat. Now, remind you, I had to wear a tank top and a hoodie and tights and flip flops. That's all I had on. Okay, and it's like maybe 20 degrees in the hospital, or even lower. You know, because it's freezing. Oh. And I was in a fetus position on the bed with no blankets for about 2 hours. But those things, when we go through these things, it makes you stronger to speak up even more. Because I was by myself in that hospital until, you know, thank God my friend, she came and picked me up. But we didn't get home until 3 a.m. in the morning.
That's a long day. That's really 24 hours, over 24 hours, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Long day.
Yep. But that's what, when everybody see me, why I'm so bubbly, why I'm so active, because the stuff I have to deal with with my eye, that makes me say, I'm going to get up this morning. I want to keep going.
Keep pushing.
Because I got to prove to myself and to these doctors that I'm not no guinea pig.
They want you to be. They really want
you. Yep.
I'm the guinea
pig. So they be like, Esther, you ain't got no grass growing underneath your feet. No, I don't.
I'm the VIPs I'm the guinea pig of the VIPs. Real man says, I support you ladies. He says his girlfriend won't let him be an escort.
Oh.
I told him she could be an escort too.
Yeah, she can.
Let me see. I think Susie said hey.
Hey.
And, I think that was about it. We have had a really good candid conversation
Mm-hmm.
with one of the contestants for the next Miss Capable Curves. And we are less than 30 days. She gave all her information. Um, all three of the ladies gave their information of how to support them and how to get your ticket. If you don't know, you go to Kurvacious.com,
Yep.
KURVACIOUS.com, and you can select one of the ladies or whomever you're supporting when you get your ticket. If you're in New York, near Nyack, New York,
Mm-hmm.
go down to the show. It's going to be amazing.
Yes.
It'll be a great experience, a great way to support these ladies and all the other ladies that'll be participating. About how many people were there with you yesterday? I mean, on Saturday.
It wasn't that many.
Okay.
I think it was a good 8 of us.
Okay. That doesn't matter.
Yeah, I'm not gonna wood that's my count. Okay, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
It'll probably be about 15, give or take in total. But
because I know there was a few that wasn't able to come because, like I said, a lot of us are coming from all different states. So to do this, and it's not just the blind ladies that are doing the VIPs. There are sighted models that are going to be in this, but it's a separate conversation, but same class.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay.
And same show, because we all want to be in the same show.
Same show. In that same back room, getting dressed, all that good stuff. So yeah, it's gonna be you're gonna get to know everybody.
I got to meet she's become another model sister. She's sighted. Her name is Sue. I think she's on here. She actually helped me get back to the train station. So I was getting support all the way around, even through all my pain. So, that helps us to keep going too as well.
White cane has power. I mean, don't be afraid. There are some people that are too afraid to go out. Try doing a, what is that? A helper chopper?
Yes.
But that's one way, using getting signed up with paratransit. If you have one, if you are lucky to have it, because we complain about it, but a lot of people don't have it. So
I don't have it. So
have it in your area, find a way, find a support group, find an agency that is has a blind community, a blind where they meet up on a regular, out and get yourself go to the movies. Get a pair of descriptive headsets, need to be more seen out and about in the community. And it makes people not be so it bothers me. People just stand against the wall, just out of the way, don't say anything.
Because they're like not used to seeing us do stuff, so they're like
they don't say anything. It's like
it's annoying.
It's very annoying.
Or they play hopscotch with our cane, like jumping over. Now, if you fall, that's on you. That ain't me.
Yes, pop out of nowhere, right in view, and it's like, whoa, what?
Like Now, it's funny. It's not funny, but it is funny when they do it when it's snowing and it's ice on the ground. Now, you got to be the dumbest person to sit there and try to jump over a cave on ice. But they do it. Yeah. They do it.
It's too much. And we can go on and on and on about that. But I am working on a new hairdo, so I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, I got my hair to do, and I got to do it in the dark, because my eyes. But I'm doing it.
I get it. Well, I know about your weekend. I didn't do much on mine. As per usual, I'm really getting used to being at home and saying no to all of the invites of going outside somewhere. Hopefully it'll change for August. We're coming up to August. For sure it's going to change because I'm actually going to go out of town. But I think that I don't know. I just needed a sit down, you know, for a minute. Whatever that means. But sometimes you just need to take a break, and get rejuvenated and get
Yep.
to get back into the ring per se.
Because if you don't, your body will sit you down.
Huh?
I said, if you don't sit down, your body will sit you down.
Exactly. So I'm doing good. How's your weight loss? I mean, how's your fitness journey going? We'll say that. Because I don't know.
Going good to the point now I gotta like slow down. Like either I gotta build up more weights, because when I got my outfits, like the stuff that I got in the mail, I was like, oh shoot. Like my weight is like rapidly going so fast.
That's good.
You know, it's good, but it ain't good for the show. So I gotta tighten up the wheels.
Not what you're doing, but at least you know what to do. So that's good. And
so Thursday, yeah, my trainer, he's leaving. That I don't like that. Yeah, I'm switching out to a new trainer. So I don't know how I feel about that. You know, it's gonna be a woman. And listen, no shades of women. I like women.
I know where you're going with this.
I love women at all. But
it's something about the man yelling. I mean, not necessarily yelling, but it's I don't know.
I mean, he wasn't yelling. It's just the fact that I feel like men will be more hands-on and helpful. Okay. Women, yeah, we can be helpful, but at a distance. It's like, I'm not touching you. I don't feel like it. And I get that. And it's not to shade any women, because like when we're in a blind group, you know, we're all hands on anyway. Yeah. But when they're like say a Uber driver or somebody at the doctor's, you know, sometimes they help, sometimes they don't. But when it comes down to men, they like, all right. And I'm not gonna say all, because I do get some dudes that be like, I ain't doing nothing, I ain't touching you. You know. But I don't know, is this something with the guy?
Once you get a good rapport, it is hard to. It might not be hard for you because you know you are who you are, but I think sometimes it's hard for people to warm up to another person. You know, after they done after this time. So I guess
I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but like I've heard us women say, you know, we get along either with more men or more women, depending on who they are. I don't know. It's like a 50-50 chance that I get a positive result when it comes down to another woman. Besides, us in the community is different. I don't know. We're gonna knock on wood that I get a good person, because I don't know. We'll see.
Susie might be Sue. She said, "Oh, love you." Is that what?
Love you. Hey, Sue.
She might be the one that helped you.
Yes. We took pictures. She took a picture. We took a picture too. I just saw it today. I was like, oh, I look cute.
As per usual. It's Monday. I'm still going to bed early. I don't care. Wait for tomorrow to be a better day. And everybody just kept saying, no one said it was going to rain today. It rained for so long and so heavy. Raining.
That means it's coming my way. It's coming this way.
Like the whole state. It's raining over here, but it's raining over there. Everybody said it's raining at the same time. So it's like, yeah.
I ain't looking for that.
Yeah, go on about his business. All right. You have a good night, everybody. Thanks for joining. Thanks for coming.
Good night.
See y'all later.
Bye.